Hey guys, and welcome to Disney Pixar Facts Part 1. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up and smash subscribe, and let's get straight into it.
So, first off, it started out as a division of George Lucas's company, Lucasfilm. So we now know that Disney have now bought Lucasfilm and they now own the rights to Star Wars and everything. But right back in the day, it started out as a division of Lucasfilm and it was called Computer Graphics Division.
The name's not quite as catchy really, is it?
No, and it's not really going to appeal to kids, is it?
No. Number 2, 1 year after Steve Jobs resigned from Apple, he actually bought Computer Graphics Division from George Lucas for $5 million. You know, that's quite a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And renamed it Pixar.
So that was where it became...
Yeah. Pixar was born.
Pixar was born. It became. I knew he was involved.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise that he was the one who actually named it that. That's really cool.
If you think Steve Jobs, you think Apple.
Yeah.
Like, not many people realise
that he has anything to do with it. Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
So, obviously, at that point, Steve Jobs owned Pixar. But we now know Pixar's owned by Disney. So, fact number 3 is that Pixar was bought by Disney for $7.4 billion. Not million, not the 5 million.
Billion. The big
$7.4 billion.
Holy moly.
And obviously Steve Jobs wouldn't have owned the whole of Pixar, but he was the primary main shareholder.
Yeah. Didn't show us like what percentage he had.
But it would have been...
I mean, he's the main shareholder, so from that he probably got billions.
Billions and billions and billions.
So moving on to number 4, Pixar has made it its trademark since the trailer of A Bug's Life to release trailers with scenes that aren't actually in the movie. So when you watch the trailers, you're going to see stuff that you won't see at all in the actual film.
I find it interesting that they do that on purpose. Like, I remember one of the biggest things for me, I know it's not necessarily, I mean, it might technically now be owned by Disney, but the big thing I remember is in the Deadpool trailer, there was a certain scene, which, I mean, we're family friendly, so I'm not going to explain what happens, but there is a scene in the trailer which had me in stitches, and it's one of my favourite things, but it got removed from the film, so it isn't in the final cut, but it's still in the trailer.
It was probably never in the film.
I don't know. There's a very similar scene, but but the joke is different.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that was done on purpose. I mean, it might have been. Did Marvel do that? Do they do the same thing?
Potentially, yeah. Like, it got us thinking, like, when you watch a trailer now, like, I'm going to be looking out, like, did I see everything that was in the trailer in the actual movie?
Yeah. Sometimes, like, small budget films, like NAF films, they basically show all of the important bits of the film in the trailer, and that's it. So you basically watch a trailer and you're done.
So, like, the trailer looks really good, but you watch the film and you just see what you've seen in the trailer.
But bigger films are always better. And maybe that's why, even from watching a Disney trailer, the film is still so enjoyable because...
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with bigger films as well, when they film scenes, it's not necessarily, like, at points, it's not really strict to like the script in front of them. Like the actor will like if they're on like in Friends, there were things when they made jokes, but a lot of those jokes were improvised, and so when they do takes, each time they do a take, they're making up a different joke.
Yeah.
So
some of the best bits in films are improvised as well.
So I think it's probably like when you should see a trailer, you could see him saying one thing, but in the actual thing, it's the same scene, but they say something else.
Possibly.
Like Deadpool.
So fact number 5 is Pixar's lovely mascot. So in the little entrance bit where it's like pachoo, 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 and it's like your little lamp. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Great impression. So here the mascot is called Luxo Jr. And so it was given that name in a 1986 short, which was also called Luxo Jr. So the character itself was inspired by the lamps that they would have on the desks at Disney. So all of the animators would have these lamps on their desks to help them draw.
Yeah.
Obviously,
we've got a lamp
we have a similar type lamp, that was obviously what gave them the inspiration for the character, and it is like so iconic, isn't it? Like,
I mean, thinking like that's 1986. That's 11 years before I was born.
Yeah, and you think like all the lamps that look like that. Like if we go shopping in TK Maxx or whatever, we're like, oh look, that's like a Pixar lamp.
Yeah.
Like that is what they have become called. I mean, I wouldn't go, well, that's Luxo because I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people don't realise that's
what it's
his name. Its
called.
name.
Yeah, but yeah, it's easily recognisable as Pixar, and I think that is just what I call them now. So yeah, Luxo Jr.
So final one, number 6. This is quite a funny one, to be fair.
Yeah, this is really random.
Like, it's so random, but we found this really cool. But after the release of Ratatouille, Pets at Home, as in the pet store, saw their rat sales jump by 50%. So once that had come out, they were selling...
Everyone was buying a rat.
50% more rats. Everyone clearly wanted a chef.
The second part of that fact, which I didn't actually write down, I didn't get the figure, but it was a similar thing happened when 101 Dalmatians came out. So sales of Dalmatians went up. That's crazy that a film can influence somebody so much, especially when it's not even a literal animal, like it's a cartoon.
I wonder if when The Lion King came out, more people tried to get a lion. Or maybe like zoo visits went up.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure you could do some research on it.
That's crazy that.
But it just shows
you can
how
see
much
how
influence.
it works, because obviously people will fall in love with the rat.
Yeah. Remy.
Yeah.
The rat.
I don't know why I said that. But like, they fall in love with Remy.
Yeah.
And so they'll be like, oh, I really want my own Remy. And obviously like kids and things as well.
Yeah, yeah. They probably called it Remy as well.
Yeah, so like, can we get Remy? And then they'll get him, and I'm like,
and
then you could like theme his whole box like a kitchen.
Oh,
like a fake little kitchen.
Have like the little bed like he has. Oh, like he has in Linguini.
I don't think you'll wake up though and he'll be cooking you breakfast. Those are our 6 like facts, which we think is pretty cool. And obviously, like I said, this is just part 1.
Yeah.
There is literally tons and tons and tons of facts.
Doing Pixar is something which is going to be quite exciting, because standard Disney, everyone knows a lot about normal Disney, and Pixar obviously comes under that, but it is a little off branch, and I definitely don't know as much about Pixar as I do about normal Walt Disney productions, etc. So all of the facts that we have found are from factinate.com. We'll leave the link down below, and for our future parts we'll be using the same website. They had like over 40 facts, so we're gonna be using that to bring these videos to you. Yeah.
And so that is going to be the end of today's video. And obviously, if you have liked, hit a thumbs up and smash subscribe so you don't miss the other parts.
Bounce on the subscribe button like Luxo Jr.
Okay. Just so you don't miss like the other parts to this, there's going to be a good few parts.
Yeah.
And if it goes really well, we'll just keep going and going, and we can like move on to different parts of Disney.
Yeah.
We won't just do Disney in general. We'll like dig as deep as we can and get some like
just gotta
ridiculous
dig a little deeper. Sorry. Princess and the Frog.
Okay. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.